Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Annie Around the Wild. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me today and every day on my journey. Thank you for being on my little channel over here. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're liking the content. I know it's not the most exciting because I'm living out of my van in the city at the moment, and there isn't really much exciting things happening, but I am taking you along every day on my adventures. So I hope that it does help in any way, shape, or form, and that you do get something out of it. So with that said, hey! So today, last night was rough. So for some reason, me and my baby girl over here, we both couldn't sleep good last night. I don't know why. And then somewhere after 4 a.m., I knocked out and I fell asleep. And then some guy, like one of the homeowners, I was parked at overnight, I was at a park that you can park at, but like the park is here and then the house is, it's like the park is in the middle and then in a circle it's like surrounded by houses, you know, and then there's places to park. And so I was there, and one of those homeowners right there, he decided at 6 in the morning he's gonna come out and with a rake on his concrete start raking. It's like, oh my God, if I was his neighbor, like house neighbor, I would have came out and said something, you know, like, dude, like shut up, you know. But I was having such a rough morning and I was like, oh my God. Now I have a clip from my cranky ass self, and I'll put it over here. Good morning, beautiful souls. Good morning. Oh my God. So today is Juliet's doctor appointment, her checkup for her chemo again. And I have hopes that this month they're supposed to say that if she can stop her chemo or not. So I'm hoping she can't. So I'm over here. I stayed at Burbank, California, so we can be around her, not too far from her vet. From here, it's only like half an hour or so away. So I came around here. And damn, people around Burbank, California, like, I don't know how they afford their homes, but they do not work. Like, they are home all throughout the week, making all sorts of noise. I've been up since like 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. People are just raking their homes and stuff. It's like, man, dude, tell me you ain't getting laid without telling me you ain't getting laid, right? Like, damn, bro. And it's not even just today. It's just every day. Like, I don't know how these people afford their homes when they don't work. They're literally just the husband and wives, and everyone's just home all the time. It's like, if you don't work, how do you have this house? Like, how do you have these houses when you're just home all the time? And they're just like sitting at home, like all throughout the week, literally just here making a ruckus to bother me. Or it feels like they're just trying to bother me anyway. It really does. It feels like they're just trying to be bothersome on purpose. But it's like, don't you have anything better to do with your life other than concentrating on some minivan that's parked in front of a park? You know, it's like, if you don't like the public, don't live right across the street from a public park. And don't you have anything better to do, like get ready for work or something? Apparently not. I mean, these people literally don't work. I don't understand how they make their mortgage and live. Let me know, how do you make your mortgages and you're not retired? How do you pay your bills by staying home every day? Let me know, because I would like to do that too. I have a very expensive mortgage in which, even though I'm living in my car, is still fucking being paid, right? So let me know how you're doing that, because other than fraud or some illegal activity, I can't think of how that's possible. So yeah, I'm going to be cranky for the rest of the day because I have had no sleep and I have to drive and function today. So, yay! So yeah, that was my morning. That was my cranky me waking up like that. And I was just like, what is even happening here? Like, why? Oh my goodness. But yeah, so as you heard in that video too, today is my princess's chemotherapy appointment. So she used to have these appointments. First it was like once a week, and then it went to like once a month, and then only every 2 months, and now it was every 3 months, and to now here 3 years later, fast forward today's appointment might be the appointment, you guys, like the appointment where the specialist says whether she might be able to stop her chemotherapy finally, so her system can finally start the healing process that it needs. So I'm really hoping and praying for some good news from the doctor. And it's not a normal general vet. It's a specialist at the hospital, like an animal hospital. So that's where we go. We don't go to like a normal vet's office. You need a specialist for these things. For anything, for stage 2 lymphoma or any cancer, like you're gonna need a specialist. So it's going to cost you. That's why pet insurance is really important. But anyway, I'm not going to get on a tangent. But yeah, so I'm really hoping and praying for some good news for my baby, that she can hopefully stop her medicine. Oh my gosh, that would be such great news. I would so celebrate, and I so am ready to get out of this city. Y'all, I'm so ready to get out of the city, you don't even know. That's how it feels. That's how it feels living out of your car, like not just van lifing it, but living out of your car in the city out here in Southern California. It's hard, man. It's hard. It's not easy. And there's like very little privacy, and there's just constant noise and ruckuses overnight. Oh my God, it's really difficult. And I'm just so like, mentally, I need to get away from this city, and it's like so impossible to find anywhere to go stay at, which is also why I'm so ready for like all the schools and stuff to start again. Like I can't wait until these kids all have to go back to school and all of these campsites are not bombarded by all of these families, and I can finally have at least one site available for me to go to instead of everything being sold out all the time, or first come first serve, and then you just go and there's nothing available, which is why I don't do that. So yeah, I really want to get out of the city, like so bad. I want to just go and stay out of the city for a while, really bad. And I don't really know where to go, because also like it's hot, So, and then August is coming. It's just right around the corner. It's only going to get hotter in August. But for right now, the places I can go, it's hot over there. So I'm not trying to go over there. And a lot of the places that like I had learned and gotten comfortable with were around like the San Bernardino area. But the San Bernardino area is even like 3 digits, it's really hot up over there. So I'm not trying to take us there. And that's dangerous, So I don't really know where to go. Maybe we might just, I don't know, I guess we'll go to the beach, and like while I'm at the beach spot, maybe we can like keep an eye on the campsites and see if a spot opens. I don't know, but the campsites there are expensive. So I don't know, staying there for more than 2 nights, that's really, just even 2 nights, it's really costly, so I don't know. The struggle's real. But yeah, I'm like really hopeful, and I'm trying to be positive that, to get some positive news for my baby. I really hope that we get some news saying that she can stop her chemo already. Like her body needs time to heal, especially now that she just, in a video you saw, it was just her birthday. She's officially in her senior year now. She's 11 years old. And so her system, it's only going to be slowing down, so I need right now, I need her to have a chance to heal now, and I need these doctors to stop prolonging her medicine, like or stopping her medicine. They keep prolonging it, and and the more they get this medicine, the more the chances of their stomach and everything coming back, or healing, the more it decreases, those chances. So you know, I just got to think about those things. That shit worries me. You know, I don't want anything to happen to her. Like, look at my baby. Look at my baby. Over there sleeping like the queen that she is. Yeah, because we didn't sleep good for some reason, so she's definitely getting her beauty rest in. She's not going to be happy when she sees that we're going to the doctor's office. Oh, I don't think any animal likes going to any doctor's office, so there's that. But I'm really hoping that it'll be the last time, and I'm really hoping that it will be the last time, and from here on there will be no more of this BS, you know? There'll be no more of this chemo here, steroid there, and this medicine and that food, and this medicine for that. You know, it's like, oh my God. And it's like very overwhelming. It's been a very overwhelming 3 years, let me just say. So definitely hoping for some good news. And yeah, man, I don't know. I was thinking of like, because like I was saying, I'm so sick and tired of being in the city that I kind of want to go looking for a boondocking spot. Every boondocking spot, the closest ones all around, it's either 2 to 3 hours away. Mainly 3 hours, 3.5 hours, with like realistic traffic and everything, maybe even 4 hours. So like, I'm just being serious. And so like, I'm being real. And so like, I don't know, I'm thinking about, you know, she's gonna have the stress of being like poked and pried at the doctor's office, you know, because they have to take blood and everything. And so, you know, there's going to be that stress. And then it's like, do I really want to put her through then the stress of like a couple hours of driving today? I don't really want to do that. So I don't know. I'll just, I guess, stick it around in the city. I don't know. Maybe I'll take us to the beach. That's as close to getting away from the city while still in the city as I can get, pretty much, honestly. And like, the beach is nice and cold too. I really like that. You know, yes, the gas is more expensive over there, but I don't use my gas as much over there because I don't have to drive as much. Like in the city, here in the city, it's like you have to spend the night somewhere and then you have to drive to your day spot and then, you know, back and forth. But at the beach, I can just go stay put, you know, until like I actually need something or need to go do something or, you know, whatever. But I could just stay put for like a day or two. You know, I can stay put there and then go somewhere else. So like, I can just enjoy everything more and like kind of have, there is a little bit of a solitude, a little bit over there, not too much, but a little bit more than there is here in the city. There is a little bit more. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I might be doing that. So since I can't go boondocking, I might go and like stealth it at somewhere at PCH though. I think it's like, PCH is known as what? Highway 1, I think, right? Highway 1. Let me know in the comments down below. You know, I'm pretty sure it's Highway 1, but if I'm wrong, let me know what PCH is also known as down in the comments below if you know. But I'm pretty sure it's Highway 1. I'm pretty sure. But yeah. Anyway, so somewhere along there, I will find somewhere to stay. And at least it'll be good weather. At least there'll be that. I got groceries yesterday, so I have food, so I don't have to worry about like not having food or anything over there. So I could totally just mosey on down. So I'm thinking that's what we'll do. Because again, like the reason why I don't spend as much gas over there, it's not just because I'm like able to stop for like a day or two without driving, but it's also because I'm able to stop and not turn on my car periodically for the AC, you know? Because yeah, the fans are very great that I have, but the fans are not giving you cold air. They're just circulating the hot air, you know, around you. It's not an AC, you know? So it's very difficult for the fans to keep up in like, you know, 90+ degree temperatures. It gets extremely hot. And so I have to turn on my car so I can run my AC because it gets dangerously hot. it gets dangerously hot in here when it's only 75 degrees outside. It gets pretty hot in here. So when it's 85 degrees, it gets really hot in here real fast, you know. So, and then as we get up to like 90, 95, it's only going to be like getting hotter and hotter in the car. So yeah, you know, I have to periodically, I mean, what am I going to do? Suffocate? You know, I have to have cold air, like, you know, so that's what I have to do in the summertime. And that is what eats the gas, you know, having to turn on the car periodically and to use the AC. The AC uses up gas very quickly. Now, it's not as expensive as like the gas bill you're going to pay in the summertime at your Sticks and Bricks house. Your AC bill for, you know, your gas bill is going to be a couple $100, you know. Instead, in the car, I'm just, my gas bill is, you know, literally my car gas, you know. So that's kind of like my bill for my AC, you know, because I have to, you can't not, you know. And like there aren't a lot of shady spots. So many people are displaced that all the shady spots are pretty much taken. When you arrive and come, they're pretty much taken. So, and there's that, and there's a lot of like heat that like comes through from the back and the front and everything. So yeah, out here in this city area, it's very hot. So at least at the beach, being able to not use the AC as much and actually leave the car off all day and still have this beautiful breeze and like awesome temperature in here, it's amazing. You know, it is awesome, you know. And it's like, I love it so much. It's like smooth sailing, you know. It's like awesome, like I can do this all day. Let's do this all day. But yeah, so that's the plan so far. And yeah, we're just chilling over here. I came to another park, so we're chilling here. I'm gonna eat some of my bread with some honey until we have to go see her doctor. And I will let all of you know what happens when we get out of her doctor's office. So stay tuned. I love y'all. Peace. All right, beautiful souls. So we just got out of the vet's office and I'm about to get into the Walmart. And you know, I'm recording because of that. Now at my baby's vet's office, we got some great news. We got some really good news. Out of her medicines, at least the chemo for now, is gonna be stopped. So no more chemo, but hopefully she does well. So the doctor, because the doctor said that she had never seen a cat to have as bad as side effects to this cancer as she did. Like she was saying that Juliet's case was the worst that she has seen. And that's really saying something. And so she's afraid of just stopping the medicine completely all of a sudden. So what she's doing is she's stopping the medicine slowly, one by one, to see how her body reacts. So that's what we're doing. And so we're starting, be careful, honey. So we're starting with her chemotherapy. So yeah, no more chemo. She still has to have her steroid medicine and stuff and her other stuff every single day. But the chemo is done for now at least. So one down, yay. So hopefully she doesn't get diarrhea or act up, and hopefully she is strong as she is and everything goes well. The doctor said she wants to see her back again next month in the middle of August, and hopefully if she's doing well and still hasn't had any flare-ups, that at that time she will start to decrease her steroid then, so that we can stop that as well. So yay! I hope that my baby won't need medicine for too much longer. Now, on a different note, so we're pulling up at Walmart right now. I'm just stuck in traffic getting there in the shopping center. Now, as we all know, I am recording every single Walmart experience, and every single time I come to pick up my stuff at Walmart, and And when I leave, until I leave, I will be recording for my legal defense and for my purposes for safety. Because if you have missed my Walmart harassing customers video, definitely check that out. But, you know, long story short, Walmart is harassing their paid customers. You know, you go and you pick up your groceries at the pickup location. They come, and mind you, they take like at least half an hour. Go ahead. They take at least half an hour to bring you your groceries anyway. And so you're like literally sitting there and waiting like forever. And then when they come bring you your groceries, all of a sudden, I have started, you know, I've been getting my groceries like this for years, you know, even when living in a house, you know, so living in this car, I'm still picking up my groceries the same. So anyway, so as I like pick up the groceries, they give it to me. I go to put the groceries away into my car, and they were harassing me and everything, you know, for no reason, you know, saying, they were like threatening me for security. And then when I was like, basically like telling them, what are you talking about? You know, I was like, what are you talking about? You just handed me my groceries and I'm putting them away, you know? And then he was like, oh, no, you're all good. That's all fine. And then he would come back again. And then he went and told his friends that work here, and they were like, oh, dog, damn. Just like that, verbatim. That's what they said. They were right next to my car when it happened, you know? So I'm sure he was like, oh yeah, tell her like she can't stay here or something. And they were probably like, oh damn, like why are you being like that, you know? So they were like, you know, they were like doing things like that, you know? And so, yeah, and then after that, one by one, workers kept coming. Within less than 5 minutes, I had about six different times that like these little youngsters kept coming to my door for no reason. Like they just handed me my groceries and I'm putting it away to leave, you know, and they're just like harassing me. So yeah, anyway, long story short, you can go watch those videos. So I'm recording all of my encounters from now on when I'm here. So I'm gonna stop this video so I can open the app and check in to my location, and I'm going to pop up right back. Give me a sec. All right, y'all. I checked in. I'm even gonna put the microphone right here in the cup holder because sorry if I'm touching the microphone, so you're gonna be hearing things, okay? So hopefully you can hear me clearly and I don't sound too far away. So it is 4:15. I am waiting for them to come and give me my stuff. Again, this time around, I did not order a big order. I didn't really order groceries. Actually, I ordered tampons. So you want to harass me? Okay, little boy. Bring me my tampons. So that's how we gonna play. So I got tampons and I needed paper towels. So I got paper towels, and the tampons are just because I want to be fun. I just want to be fun. You harassing me, so you're gonna bring me tampons from now on. So yeah. So I'm not stopping to record. I'm here at my spot. Again, 4:15. It's been about 3 minutes already. And they still haven't been over here to give me my stuff. But it's all good. 3 minutes is better than the usual 30 minutes that they make you wait, even when they're not busy. So anyway, yeah, I have the mic right here in the cup holder. So, you're going to hear everything. If they come to the window, if they harass me, if they do anything, you're all going to know about it. And they came without my full old. Yeah, hi, there should also be paper towels with it too.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. I think they're going to get, they're in there right now.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So it's funny because ever since I got harassed, those people haven't came to drop off my stuff ever since then. And before they harassed me, they were always the people here, like dropping off groceries, always. And ever since that harassment, that especially the guy who started the harassment, the guy who started the harassment, I was always nice to that guy. I was always like talking to him, explaining everything, answering any questions, like, you know, talking to him about the weekends and stuff, laughing. I was really nice. So mind you how blown I was out of my mind to be harassed by this guy who I have been nothing but nice to, you know, every time I come for groceries, you know, and every time he brings me my stuff, we have nothing but good conversations. And now here they are like harassing me. I was so blown out of my mind last time. So yeah, someone brought me my tampons, but they didn't bring me my paper towels. So all of you still fertile females, okay? All of you still fertile women out there. Or you know what? Even if you're not fertile, if you're being harassed at a Walmart and you're a woman, start buying menstrual products and make them come and give it to you at the pickup location. You know, start doing things like that and record all of your encounters. Here's the dude. Hi, Ferguson?
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you. And that's one of the youngsters' friends. That's one of the guys that was harassing me last time. There was like 3 or 4 of them that kept on like being on rotation to come to my car. That's one of the friends. So that's funny. All right, so I'm gonna head to the back and just put away. Hang on, honey, let mommy in. Oh, let me take my mic with me. Or actually, no, I'm going to leave my mic here. I'm leaving my mic here so you won't really hear me. But I'm only doing that. Or you know what? I'll keep it on. Fuck it. I'm going to keep it on. Fuck it. All right. I was going to keep it there. So if they came to harass me, y'all can hear them. But fuck it. All right. Sorry if you hear noise on the microphone like that. I was just finagling with it. I love how they like completely sealed shut the bag of tampons. Like as if it's like gonna get them bloody or something. Guys are so weird. Anyway, guys are very weird about tampons, which is why I ordered tampons on purpose. I was like, if they're gonna harass me, I'll just throw a bloody tampon at them and see them scream. I'm just joking, y'all. I'm just joking. Kind of. But I just thought it would be comical to make those little assholes bring me tampons, you know, after behaving in such negative ways towards customers. All right, now this extra one I'm gonna keep here for now. Or actually in the back here. Okay, I'm gonna keep that there because that has to go in the roof attic. Okay. I call my roof rack up top, my roof box, I call that my attic. So whenever you hear me refer to attic space, that's what I'm referring to. It's my roof box. Because in my attic goes extra paper towels, little miniature firewoods, you know, toilet paper. I love you, Juge. I'm so proud of you. And all that good stuff. All right. And I'm happy to say, this time around as well, I did not get harassed. I mean, so far, we still haven't left. So let's not speak too soon, right? All right, let me put these bags away, and then we will head out. So, you know, when you're living in, you know, your van or your car, all of you who already do will understand. Those of you who don't, I will explain. When you buy your groceries, the car becomes a hot mess, you know? It becomes kind of like everything is all over the place, because it is, right? Sorry, I'm just doing this. All right. And so everything becomes literally all over the place. And when you have a cat or a dog with you, everything cannot just stay all over the place, you know, especially when your fur baby likes to chew plastic. Okay, so yeah, groceries get put away pretty much immediately whenever I pick them up, wherever I pick up my groceries at. I've never had an issue with that up until recently. I mean, I'm telling you, in my like 36 years of existence, I've not once had an issue with the way like I get my groceries and stuff. So it's very, very weird. Oh, what a cute baby. But yeah, so again, that was really weird, you know, how we were like treated and everything. So ever since then, I have not seen those specific guys though. Now, again, I was saying in the video where I explained about Walmart, I was telling y'all that I did like go and park at a different spot that day, you know, trying to contact, and I spent half an hour trying to contact their, what is it called? Human Resources Department for Walmart, and no one was answering. There is not even a voicemail for you to leave a voicemail. It just rings nonstop, you know, and I have the call log to prove it. I was staying on the phone for like 10 minutes like after a certain bit, like the sound of the phone ringing, it was just like becoming like a normal sound after a while, like, you know? So yeah, so since Walmart obviously doesn't care about their customers and their human resources department is nowhere to be found ever, so we customers have to take things and matters into our own hands, because we can't just let us paying customers be treated like that with harassment. So yes, from now on, and I shout out to the world, no matter where you are, whenever you go into a Walmart, record yourself, record where you are, just record yourself. While you're there, just be selfieing yourself, just be recording yourself the whole time you're freaking there, just record yourself. Or like if you have like one of those expensive GoPros or something, put it around your neck and just record the whole time you're there. You have every legal right to record. I mean, at least out here in California, you have every legal right to record. And if like, obviously they come and they try to like scare you, because people don't know the laws. So they don't know their rights. They don't understand their rights. They don't know the laws. They don't understand the laws. And so when like Walmart, like bullshit employees or securities think that they can come and try to scare you by telling you like, oh, you're not allowed to record or whatever, you are allowed to record. They're actually not legally allowed to tell you you're not allowed to record. There's, in a public space, you have no reason or expectancy of privacy. And those are literally, the words I used are by law the words, okay? Expectance of privacy. There is no expectance of privacy in a store. So, you know, out here in California, the only place you're not allowed to legally record people is in a bathroom, a shower, their car, because the car is considered their personal dwelling, and their home. Those are the only 4 places you are not allowed to legally record and can get sued for recording somebody else. And that includes other people's faces, voices. You don't need to ask permission to record other people's faces. Like the whole fact that I don't record other people's children and stuff when I'm out in public, if I can help it. Now, if the children come running behind me or something, I don't have control over that. But that is me just being nice about it. Not everyone does that. And I don't have to do that by law. I don't have to do that. If I'm out in a public place, I am allowed to record anything I want. If I'm not recording into your home, into your bathroom, into your shower, you know, into your car, I have every legal right to record what I'm doing, where I am, what is going on, and what situation is happening. So whatever Walmart employee tries to tell you that you have no right to record. Now, I don't know about other state laws, but in California, if a Walmart employee tries to tell you that, they have no legal standing for that. None. There is no legal standing and there is nothing. There's no expectance of privacy in a public store, especially when that public store is recording you also. If you're being recorded, you can record too. Damn straight believe it. Okay? And this is like me knowing the laws so well also is why I don't really, like, I'm like standoffish on like making my diocese state a different state, because I know the laws here back of my hand. I've studied law. You cannot fuck with me. Ask the HOA in my housing community. Okay, they're fucking afraid of my ass. Okay, and they're under a lawsuit against me at the moment. And my lawyer, that's what's happening. Okay, I know the law so well, and I really think that everyone, whether you care about the law or anything, you should really, really take law classes just for fun in the state you live in, so you can learn the law in the back of your hand as well, so that you can't get trampled over and messed with and lied to. So people can't sit there and scare you and say you can't do things that you have every legal right to do. You know, when you know what your legal rights are, people cannot fuck with you. And that's a true power, okay? That's a power that I will never give up in my life. I will never. I have been trampled over so much in my life that that will just never happen again. So the advice I'm sending out to all of you, it's for you. It's for your benefit. It's for your safety. It's for your defense. Because if you do need it, if you do need to take it to court, if you don't have video evidence, you don't have anything. Like my last accident, okay, my car accident with the Kia. Some stupid lady in a Mercedes, she ran a red light, cut me off. The car in front of her, which was in front of me, but she cut me off, right, at the red light. I was going straight and she was waiting to make a right turn. And my light is green, so I'm going. And she was going to make a right turn, but she didn't wait for the traffic to pass her when it's our green light and she needs to wait. So she just came and cut me off because she thought, hey, it's a Kia and I'm in a Mercedes, so I can just cut her off. So that's what she did. And she cut me off. And when she cut me off, the car in the front was stopping to make a right turn into the small street right there. There was a small residential street. And this bitch, her car had automatic brakes. And so what did her car do when obviously she cut me off? What did her car do? Because she was about to hit the car in front of me, her car just went to a sudden stop, you know? And I can't possibly no human being can go to a sudden stop out of nowhere, you know, like a machine. You know, it takes time for your car to fully stop when you're pressing on the brake. Only a machine can take it to, like, for example, a 20 mile per hour to a complete zero, you know, just without even a skidding or anything, you know? So that's what happened. And everyone, the cop there, the insurance company, like the AAA people, like every single person, the investigators, every single person asked me, do you have a dash cam? And I didn't. All this said to tell you about the whole recording thing. And now, when I got this car, guess what the first thing was I did? I got a dash cam. That will never happen to me again, because you have to, if you don't have, nowadays in 2025, if you don't have something recorded, you don't have proof it happened. And if you need to take someone to court for harassment or for even like attacking you or anything in court, you need evidence, you need documentation, you need video evidence. So you need to video and document every single place. Every time you're going somewhere where you know you might be harassed, video. Get that phone out. Everyone in this world nowadays has a phone or some kind of a camera. Use it. Use it to protect yourself, because that cameras are amazing. That one of my hobbies, along with many, you know, it's hiking, you know, outdoor stuff, gardening, and photography. Use your camera, use that lens, because it's for your protection. That camera lens has your back more than anyone in this world will ever have your back. Always remember that, and that's fact. So, with that tangent, I hope all of you truly like take what I said with and like really at least keep it in the back of your minds instead of just like taking it as a grain of salt and just like forgetting about it. Like for real, I really do, because shit's wild out here, especially with Walmart. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, protect yourself. So we left Walmart, that's that, and now I'm gonna just go and hang out at one of the parks around here, and I'm gonna go to that big park that like goes within like couple cities, and then from there we're just gonna go, and I think for tonight I'm gonna go to that Hollywood spot and spend the night there. I think I'll do that. That's not a bad spot, so I'm gonna do that, because everywhere else in the city it's pretty like constant city noise, you know, normal city noise, which there's city noise, you know, when I was in a Sticks and Bricks house, there's city noise. It's not like it's quiet sleep, you know, but yeah, when you're in the car the noise is a little bit extra. So yeah, this Hollywood spot, it's a little bit away from like the main streets and everything, and at nights I can actually get a really nice quiet sleep, and I really like that. My head likes that. Like, you don't realize how much you need a like quiet in the or silence in the background while you sleep until you get it after such a long time of like city dwelling. It's like that background noise gets stuck in your head, and until you're in like completely quiet night, that's the only time when it really clicks and you realize like, oh damn, oh, I needed this, you know. So I think that's what we're gonna do. It'll be nice for my baby too. We can like open the sliding door over there too, which is like really important. My fur baby, Juliet, she really likes to have the door open at night and in the mornings. That's also because that's her main bird watching time, and she's also like squirrel watching, people watching, you know, because people come with dogs, so she likes to like watch the dogs too and stuff. So in the mornings and at nights, she really likes for me to have the sliding door open so she could see outside. And when she doesn't have anything open to see outside in those times, she really does like have a tantrum, and she'll go and try to like take down everything on my windows. And that's why I had to change from my WeatherTech window covers to Heat Shield, because the Heat Shield ones have those suction cups, and honestly those suction cups really kind of suck, and I think that Heat Shield is not better than I don't think Heat Shield is better than WeatherTech, and the only reason I'm sticking with Heat Shield and not getting my WeatherTech back to use again is because of those suction cups. Because my fur baby, she kept like with the WeatherTech, she keeps like overnight while I'm sleeping bringing down the window cover. Can you imagine? So I'll put a thing. I have a picture of when I woke up one of the times, and she was looking out of the driver's side window, and she had taken the WeatherTech cover off of the window. I'll put the picture here.
It says all of the great developments that are
So that was the picture of her doing that. And so that's why that's the only reason why I'm still using the Heat Shields. Also because of all the money I spent on it, okay? But mainly the suction cups. You know, that's the only thing, because that's the only thing that keeps it on. But taking them off is a little bitch. It has these little hooks that supposedly you can pull to like get the suction cups off, but the suction cups are on the window really well, and so when you pull the like little plastic like rods, the plastic rods come off. It comes off literally, and like one of them is missing already, you know. So yeah, they come off, and then the suction cup is still on the window. It's like, so those little rods or whatever that it has is pretty useless. But yeah, they're shaped well, so that's good. Now that it got some like 90-degree sun, it has opened up nicely, because at first it wasn't fitting properly on my windows, but now after it was put into like some hot dramatic Southern California sun, everything has opened up and now it fits properly. So now I'm not really complaining anymore about that. But yeah, I don't think that heat shield is better quality than WeatherTech. I just don't. WeatherTech is really good quality, and WeatherTech window covers are double insulated. And what do I mean by double insulated? I mean, the silver side is for the summer heat and the black side is for the winter time, to retain the heat in your car and to keep like cold air out, so it doesn't get as cold in the car. Heat shield is double the price of WeatherTech, and they don't even have that option. All this heat shield has is just like the silver side. That's it. You know, WeatherTech, if you're thinking WeatherTech or heat shield, I definitely recommend WeatherTech. I have both. And like I said, if you don't have a pet and you don't have to, or if like your pet doesn't like try to take down your window covers, then I recommend WeatherTech instead of heat shield. Save your money and get WeatherTech instead of heat shield. I'm telling y'all, the only thing the heat shield has going for them are those little suctions. That's it. Other than and because of those suctions, you know what, I'm gonna make a review for it. I'm gonna make a video about it, and I'm gonna show you guys everything that I'm talking about. Or you know what? I'll just show you right now instead of doing it, because I'm already talking about it. Look in the back over here. You see the light shining through those holes? Those are the suction cup holes. You see it? You see how light shines through? So at night, I leave my twinkle lights on. It's like kind of like the night light for the car, okay? And if you look in the right angle, you can see that there's a little bit of light in the car from those little holes right there. You see the holes as I'm driving? You can see the heat shields on right there. You can see. You see the holes? You see those holes? So at night, light does shine out from there. So it is not very stealthy. WeatherTech, no light. No light. So if they can just make it so like those suction cups don't need a hole, and they're like already made into the visor itself. I mean, for what you're paying for, those holes, for what I paid for, those holes should not be there. You know, these suction cups should be sewn into the shield, okay? They should not be separate like that to like shine light throughout like that. Not cool. The only good thing about that is during the day, it's not like completely dark in the car because there's light coming through. But at night, when you're trying to be stealth, it could be problematic, you know, so just keep that in mind. So that is completely honest. You know, everything I say in my channel, nothing is sponsored. Like, this is my honest opinion about, I spent my hard-earned money on these things, and there's no company telling me what to say, what not to say, you know, none of that. I am a customer of these places, you know, of anything I talk about, and these are my honest experiences that I'm telling all of you about. And I say that because you see a lot of these YouTubers, and they always have like positive things to say, and they never like let you know about like these like small little things, you know. They never like tell you anything like negative about it, you know. And it's not even really negative, it's just being real and honest about the situation, you know. But yeah, you know, it's because they're sponsored and stuff, you know, like they're being paid by these companies, and so they're not giving us like real honest reviews and experiences. They're giving us like, you know, oh hey, this product is great. Like, they get the product for free from the company, and the company says, hey, give us a good review, and so they do. You know, they give this beautifully edited review, you know, to make us like want to buy all of this stuff, without telling us any of like the things to look out for, you know, or like the positives and negatives, because everything has goods and bads, you know. And like, so they kind of like market it here on YouTube as like, oh yeah, great stuff, go buy it, yeah, duh. But it's like, how about just give an honest review? You know, like, hey, these are really great and I really recommend it, but this is something to look out for. You know, it's like, just, you should do that. You know, just be honest, be real. Even if they're sponsoring you, be real. You know, so that's just one thing I don't like that every YouTuber does. Like, it feels like every single YouTuber out there does it. There is some that do not. You know, like I've been following a lot of RVers before any van life stuff, which is how I got prepared in my Kia for car life, thanks to all the RVers that I had followed. So that's how I had started everything. And so, you know, there's some that will give you honest reviews, but not for the most part. But yeah. We just got to where we're gonna park here, and we're just gonna stay here for the day and just chill, let my baby chill. Oh, honey. I'm gonna go to the back and turn on her water for her. And yeah, so with that said, I will check back in with all of you tonight when we end up at wherever we're going. Oh, and by the way, I found my sunglasses. Hey. Yeah, they had fallen behind my solar panels. So funny. So yeah, until further ado, I love you, beautiful souls. Stay safe and healthy. And until next time, stay wild and free. All right, y'all. You know why I'm recording. You know where we're at. Y'all know where we're at. I'm putting the microphone here. I'm at Walmart. And I just checked in already at the space that I'm at. And I also realized that the people who were harassing me last time are here working today. My palms, my whole entire nerves inside of my body is shaking. I'm like literally shaking. I'm just so fucking frustrated at these fucking people, but oh well. So let's see what happens here. I'm gonna put the microphone here again. So I hope y'all can hear me. So I put the microphone in the cup holder, and yeah, so I see that they're staring here as they're passing me in by the trunk. So they were staring here and laughing. So yeah, I'm sure they're being just their youngster, disrespectful, little immature selves as usual. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully we don't get harassed and there's no problem. Huh, honey? All I did is order two jars of nuts. So let's see how this goes. I forgot to pick them up when I was here earlier. So I ordered it, and yeah, here we are. So let's see how this goes. I'm really hoping that shit doesn't hit the fan, because I will try not to pop off, but I'm reaching my limits. I'm glad that like these last times, oh, they're here. Okay, hang on, you guys. Hi, Fergosian.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a good day. All right, y'all. So, and can I just say, hey, honey, and can I just say, ever since I've been uploading these Walmart videos and stuff and talking about it, they haven't been harassing me, and they also have not been taking 30 minutes to get the groceries out, like they always have. You know, there's no other reason. Like they've always, sorry for the movement, I'm putting the mic back on. But yeah, they have always taken like literally 20 to 30 minutes. Even when I've asked one time one of my family members to pick things up for me when I was staying at the hotel originally. When I was at the hotel, I'd be like, hey, can you like pick this up on your way to come see us or whatever. And so they would, and my family would even complain and be like, wow, they made us wait like half an hour. Cause I'd be like, what took you so long, you know? See, the guy is over there at the door just staring at me. He's waiting, just staring at me for no reason. So that just shows you right there that they just target you to harass you for no reason. Like they just handed me my crap, And he's already just looking, and it's not even the person who just handed me my groceries who's looking at me. It's the guy who was harassing me last time that I said was always cool with me and stuff. It's him. He's just standing over there. Oh, I think someone called him inside. Yeah, I think someone called him inside because he went inside now. He was just, there's a sliding door here. I'm going to surround, okay? You see that sliding door right there, y'all? Where's my finger at? Oh, Juliet! It's like for the, right there. That's the sliding door right there, okay? And that is the door that he was just standing there when the guy, his friend, handed me my groceries. As you saw at the door, he was standing there and he was just staring at me afterwards for absolutely no reason. And then someone called him inside. So we got our groceries and happily did not get harassed by that little youngin. I think he's just having like a hormonal trip, or maybe his girlfriend broke up with him and he doesn't know how to control his emotions. I don't really know. I don't care. It ain't my problem. End of the day. So that was that, and I'm glad it went well. I hope you'll have a good rest of your day or night. Until the next clip, mwah, stay safe and healthy and be wild and free, beautiful souls. I got some amazing donuts from Krispy Kreme. Just a 3-pack, you know. It's going to be a 2-pack because I'm about to eat one. Yummy. Hello, beautiful souls. All right. Man, I am so happy that I did not get my mood interrupted and I'm so glad I didn't get harassed or anything at that Walmart. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. Just seeing the guy who was like ground zero of it all, it really did make me feel a type of way, and it really did trigger me. I'm someone who deals with a lot of like past trauma, so I have CPTSD. You know, my therapist like told me I have CPTSD. I have a lot of other things that I call in my terms is trauma brain. And so yeah, seeing his face really triggered me. Just sitting there waiting for my groceries, just me going to park and seeing his face right there, like I just immediately started shaking. I was like, oh my god, yeah. Yeah, so it just really triggered me. I mean, clearly he's a narcissist because he is, because obviously he was just standing there at the sliding door staring at me, clearly being like antagonizing, right? Or like trying to be threatening or something, you know, or like try to, whatever he was trying to seem like, you know. So obviously he's antagonizing, so not cool. And he's like, mind you, he's treating someone like this who has been nothing but kind to him like forever, like every single time. He's like treating a nice customer who has been nothing but friendly with him like crap for no reason, probably because he has his own crap going on in his life and he's like projecting, you know. It's just really crazy. Anyway, I'm dealing with my own craziness right now. So I came and I parked really fast at the park before I have to go pick something up at Petco. I was about to like finish eating one of the donuts and that I got, and I realized my Bluetti, it's the Bluetti AC180. It wasn't keeping charge. Usually doesn't have an issue charging and stuff, and I was like, what's going on? And then at 10 p.m. last night it was at 100%, and then by 8 a.m. it was at like 74, that's not normal. Like, that's not normal. It should be at like 85, 86%. That's not normal. So there's something happening with the Bluetti. I don't know what. I checked the app. It needed like an update or an upgrade, and I did that. And now it has finally went up 2% of charges. So that's good. If something happens to this Bluetti, I'm not going to be able to be out here. I'm going to probably have to get like a hotel. Because if I can't have the freezer and refrigerator, well, that's not for, so sorry, the microphone, that's not for me. That's for my baby girl. That's for her food. Like, her food stays frozen in the freezer and her daily food gets thawed out in the refrigerator. So without that, I can't be out here because she needs to eat. She needs her food, right? So, yeah, I'm just trying to stay calm about it. I hope that the upgrade it needed, I hope that solves the issue. It's been solid, you know, for like, it's been what, maybe 8-9 months I've had it. I haven't even, I don't think it's even been a year that I've had it yet. So, and they say that they have over 10-year lifespan. Bluetti literally states that their products have and last over like so-and-so charges, and like they have an over 10-year lifespan. And it's been less than a year that I've had the AC180. And now today, yesterday and all this time, it was just fine. It was working properly, no problem. And then suddenly today when I woke up in the morning, it started with me seeing like it was low on charge. And I was like, what is going on? Why is it at 70 something percent? That's not, it was 10% lower than it should have been. And I haven't changed anything. Nothing's changed. Everything's the same. So, you know, everything is at the same temperature. Like the fridge and the freezer are at its same temperature. There's no like variables that have changed for it to have changed how much energy is being used. So that's why it's weird. You know, I haven't changed anything. The temperature settings, everything is the same. Everything always stays on eco mode for me because eco mode is the sustainable option to keep your stuff going as long as possible. Eco mode. So everything is always on eco mode. Everything, like, I don't have anything going on like, you know, like full power or anything. So I don't know. But I hope it doesn't give me an issue. It did upgrade really fast. It took like literally less than 2 minutes. I was expecting for it to take longer, which is why I came and parked here at the park. I was expecting for it to take a long time, and I pulled up, I have the little, the Bluetti AC2A. That was my original power station. It's only like a 300 watt thing, and I thought that I would be able to like do van life back then with that little thing. Little did I know, I didn't understand power consumption and like the solar power stations and stuff. I didn't understand what I know now back then when I was first starting. So I thought I could make it work with that. So I do still have that here with me because it's small, and it has a handle. So I busted that out. So while the AC180 was upgrading, because while it upgrades, it turns off everything. So it doesn't charge itself. It doesn't charge anything that it needs to. Like, it just completely goes on shut off mode so that it can upgrade itself. But hey, I'm telling you, it took less than like 2 seconds. It took less than 2 minutes, literally. It was very fast, which was really great. I was expecting for it to take like half an hour. And so I was like, I didn't even need to pull out another like charge because it didn't even stay unplugged really that long at all. So I'm really hoping that fixed the problem. It seems to be working okay now, because it shows you like on the bottom how many hours it takes until it's fully charged. And I have an understanding up to this point with my gear, like what that is supposed to say, how much it's supposed to do, how long it's supposed to take for it to charge. And so earlier, before the upgrade, nothing was normal. Everything was acting up, and then it was saying like it's gonna take like 15 hours to charge, and it shouldn't say that unless like the refrigerator starts working, you know, and then it just says that temporarily, you know, and then it goes back to, oh, like just an hour or two or whatever, you know, when it's like plugged into the car or solar or whatever. And so for it to have said that without like the refrigerator have been running at that time, I was like, this isn't right. There's something seriously wrong with the Bluetti. And that's when I kind of started panicking. And I was like, okay, I dropped everything and I came here to the park and I was like, priority number one, Bluetti. So that's what we're doing right now. I'm just hoping that it worked. Yeah, so I'm just really, really, really hoping that doesn't give me any further issues, because that is like extremely, extremely important. So yeah, I just wanted to fill all of you in on that. And yeah, I need to go pick up some litter at the Petco. So I'm waiting to see what's going on with the Bluetti, to see if I'm going to be going and driving over to there. So we'll see. I really hope that there's nothing wrong with this Bluetti. I really hope that it hasn't suddenly stopped charging. And it doesn't make sense. Again, Bluetti's company, literally Bluetti says that these things last for over 10 years. It hasn't even been a year, so why is it giving me issues? So I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I will keep you all updated by tonight on what's going on with the Bluetti. Now, another thing that has been malfunctioning on me, which is something very important as well for my baby girl. It seems everything my baby girl needs is malfunctioning today. So it's the Bluetti and her Waggle device. I've had this Waggle for, I don't know, a year and a half now. And it's been working fine, except for recently. It has completely stopped working on me. And the temperature it says that it is on here, like I still have the plastic on it, you know, because I'm the type of person who just keeps, even with my cell phones, just anything, I keep the plastic on until it comes off by itself. I'm that person, so the screen stays good for as long as possible. So yeah, this Waggle, it's like a pet temperature monitor. So whenever I need to go anywhere and leave her in the car, like groceries or any reason I have to go in the store, pick something up, I get alerted. Like I put it at what temperature is like too hot for here, or not too hot, but getting too hot for here. And then it'll alert me on my cell phone. And then I know like what temperature it is in the car, you know, when I'm not in the car. So it really helps. And when I see that it's getting like, let's say, oh, it's getting 75, 80 degrees in the car, it's time to drop everything and go back to the car, you know? So this is really important. This is, you know, the Bluetti is important for her food and her medicine. And the Waggle is important, especially now in the summer months. I don't really need the Waggle as much in the winter, but in these summer months, this device is important right now. And this device is not working. It hasn't been working for a month. And I've been trying everything. I've tried to reset it. Waggle, they just keep telling me this, like the same resetting stuff. And I just sent them an email saying like, hey, like I said it nicely, but I, you know, pretty much like, it's like, hey, like I'm doing what you're telling me to do and it's not working, you know. And they even sent me like a video on how to take this back battery out, unplug it, and then plug it back in. And I did all of that. And they keep saying, it'll work right afterwards. It's not working right afterwards. Okay, it's just not. It's like what this is saying and what the app is saying is not the same thing. And also, this is not reading to the app. I've tried uninstalling the app and doing all of that stuff, still the same thing. So it seems that this is not reading for some reason. This box is not reading. I don't know if being in the heat has messed it up. I don't know if these Waggle devices are not made to withstand like, you know, hot temperatures in a car. It hasn't really gotten that hot in here because I'm living in here, you know, so I don't let it get hot in here like that. I'm in here. So I don't know, but this is another thing that is not working. So I've tried everything. So I just sent them an email saying like, you know, I tried everything, man. You know, it's not working. It stays on charge, you know, and there's no rhyme or reason why it shouldn't be like reading or anything. So let's see what they say. So those two things are going awry at the moment. But God, I hope this Bluetti starts charging better. I really hope this starts charging better. So yeah, without further ado, we will see what happens later. And with that, peace out, y'all. Stay wild and free. Hello, beautiful souls. Good morning. All right, so it's the next morning and the Bluetti is doing great. Oh my goodness. I was so worried about that. I was so worried about that, you guys. I really honestly was. I was so scared that something happened, but apparently it just needed an upgrade, that upgrade thing, and it returned back to normal. So yes, because this freaking Bluetti is very much so important out here. Huh, honey? Yeah, we need it for your food. Yeah. She's over here sleeping. So yeah, I wanted to update all of you. So if you hear a lot of yelling and noise, there's kids playing. I'm at a park, so that's where the noise is coming from. I apologize if you do hear it. So yeah, we ended up here and we actually had a really nice quiet sleep, which was great. It is really starting to actually like kind of get hot, so I was thinking of just running a few errands that need to be ran and done, and maybe heading out towards the beach again, because yeah, just to kind of get away from this heat. That would be really nice. So I'm thinking of driving over to the beach today, but that will be later on today, so hopefully it won't be during traffic hour, because it is a weekday and I don't want to get stuck in traffic. So we will see how that goes. But it is going to have to be like later on today, so yeah, we can run the errands and everything, huh honey? But yeah, if we can get ourselves to the beach, that would be really nice. It's like decent weather and temperature over there, so that would be really, really awesome. And hopefully I can maybe find a spot. Sorry, city noise, y'all. So sorry. But yeah, hopefully I can find a good spot over there. I don't really know what's going to be with the place I used to stay from the past videos that I posted from over there. As you all saw, if you haven't watched, you can go watch it. But they came literally like, here is my car, and they came right here next to my car, and they were like kicking up the dust and the floor pretty much, and they had like turned the outside of that side of my car like all dusty, you know, so I don't really know what they were doing. And then when I started recording and stuff, they packed up and they left, so that was very awkward. Yeah, because everyone comes and pulls off over there. There's even a food truck that comes and stays there, you know, so that to like sell food and everything. So I don't really know what that was about. I don't know how that spot is going to be. I don't know if that is going to be available. But I did last time find a spot right near there, like not too far off, where instead of it being dirt ground, it was a gravel. So I actually liked that a little bit better. So if I can find that spot again, there are like some signifiers that I kept in mind on how to find that one spot when I'm in that area. So as long as those signifiers are still there for me to pinpoint, then I'll know that that's the spot, you know, as long as they're there still. So we'll see. So, because you never know, things change. So that's the plan for today. I'm hoping to make it to the beach. Gonna run some errands before that and hopefully be able to get away from this heat. And it is freaking hot, and I'm glad this Bluetti's working. And I got my kettle that can go over fire. It's like this big ass Coletti kettle over here. It can like go over flames and stuff. So I got this that I need to put in the attic still, so I need to do that before we drive off. because yeah, it's just so I could put it over the fire if I want to go and end up at a campsite. I can have it with me. And I think that was it. I just keep thinking of things to need to go and grab. So it's really crazy. So hopefully I'm done with that. I'm also running out of space, honestly, in the attic. So at this point, so there's that. But yeah, so I just wanted to let all of you know Bluetti's working. Yes. And yeah, so thank you for coming with me. And yeah, I'm glad that, you know, everything went well for the most part at the Walmart situations and everything. And yeah, so until next time, thank you so much for joining me on the journey for today, pretty much. And yeah, we got positive news that the Bluetti's okay, thank goodness, which is also great. Always happy to hear that and to see that. So yes, I still definitely recommend it. And yeah, without further ado, thank you so much for being here. And until next time, stay wild and free, you beautiful souls. Peace out.